Good day everyone, Brayden here coming to you from the Magic Kingdom parking lot with a very special video as we are about a week away from the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World finally starting. And with that, I thought it'd be a good idea for us to go around the Magic Kingdom area and see what final preparations Disney's making for the 50th anniversary, which is just about to start. Now, before you even get to the Magic Kingdom area, driving into Walt Disney World, when you go past those newly repainted archway signs, there are now little 50th medallions on each side of the archway itself, which is a pretty cool detail. And then as soon as you park and you go over to the TTC here, you're already running into those 50th banners, which are actually pretty cool in person. It probably doesn't come across on video, but they sparkle. Like there's actual physical glitter on them. It's not just like a printed texture or something like that. So that's a little detail that I think is pretty cool that Disney did. Before we head into the Magic Kingdom, we're gonna take the walkway here from the TTC to the Polynesian, where throughout this year, Disney's been doing a resort-wide refurbishment with the new Moana rooms. And one of the more notable things they've been doing is completely rebuilding the entrance to the resort. There's a new porte cochere outside, which we've seen, but what we've yet to see is the monorail station itself, because last time we were here, they were still working on it. Let's see what they did. Here's something kind of funny. Here we are over at the Polynesian, and this walkway is closed, but the walkway closed sign says Grand Floridian on it. What is going on here? I have to say, guys, there is no place more fitting than the Polynesian Resort when we're talking about the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. Looking at this resort, it really does have that 70s aesthetic. It really has maintained that. This resort opened almost 50 years ago. I'm looking out at the water right now, and you can see the sun starting to rise on Space Mountain, and then you can see the Tron coaster in the background, which we will be getting during the 18-month celebration of Walt Disney World turning 50 years old. We're gonna take a look at the construction of that in a second. Let's see what's going on with the monorail station here. All right, everybody, here we are in front of the Polynesian Village Resort, where we have the new monorail station here, which is now complete. Let me know what you guys think about it. I think it looks really, really good. You have the porte cochere out here, where underneath you have these colored orbs to serve as sort of cool accent lighting. And then of course you have the brand new monorail station structure itself, which now has these very colorful panels, really embracing all the colors, the color palette you have here at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. Let me know what you guys think about it. I think it looks pretty good. The thing is, upstairs, if you look at like the roof and stuff, you know, where you actually go to board the monorail, there isn't too much detail there. Probably more notable, since today we are looking at the last minute additions Disney's making for the 50th anniversary. Heading out of the monorail station right now is Monorail Gold, which now has these two 50th anniversary vinyl wraps, one on each end. If you see here, featuring Mickey and Minnie, and the 50th design, that sort of marketing that they've done. It's on all the merchandise. As far as Monorail Gold goes here, I kind of wonder why they didn't just vinyl wrap the entire monorail. That's what we've seen in the past. Do you guys remember when they did the Tron wrap and they did the Avengers wrap? Those were pretty awesome. I think we would have liked to see that, but I think the fact that they did any wrap here is pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think about it. That is the 50th anniversary monorail. Last thing to report over here at the Polynesian, when they got rid of this monorail station and they started to rebuild it, they completely cleared out the awesome tropical area you had underneath, and a lot of people were worried, is that going to come back? It did. Here we have it. We have all the beautiful tropical plants, the water feature, it's all here. I have to say, looks very nice. Normally I'm not very good about getting to the parks early. Being in this Magic Kingdom area in the morning as the sun is coming up, it is just beautiful out here. Right now I am headed over to the Grand Floridian because we have one more 50th edition to see before we head inside the Magic Kingdom and see what's going on with Tron and Main Street. They've added a bunch of 50th stuff. We got a lot to look at. So here at the Grand Floridian, and some 50th news you probably weren't expecting, we now have these new mats, these doormats in front of the resort that have the 50th logo on them, that emblem, that logo with the castle, and then of course the Walt Disney World logo itself in those 50th colors with the royal blue and the gold. Let me know what you guys think about those. On the walkway from the Grand Floridian to the Magic Kingdom, you cross over a bridge where there's a canal that feeds out into the Seven Seas Lagoon. And housed on this canal, you can see the floats that you have that come out at night for the electrical water pageant. Now, the 50th news we have with this is Disney has just announced that there is an additional water pageant sequence being added for the 50th anniversary here, where you can see you have the 50th anniversary logo with the castle and all that. And there's also going to be pixie dust and stuff going around it. You can see there, Disney says. And with this new sequence, there's also going to be a new musical score that they say is the anthem for the 50th anniversary itself. All right, finally we've made it. Here we are outside of the Magic Kingdom, where you can see the newly refurbished train station, which all the scrims are down on finally. I think it looks really nice. Let me know what you guys think. And below it, you can see we have some special 50th additions. First, we have this banner that says the world's most magical celebration, and you can see that 50th emblem. What's interesting about that 50th medallion you have there under the train station is it's an oval, whereas the main one that you have on the castle is a circle. And then the first one you see when you're entering Walt Disney World on the archways, it's an oval. So some of them are a circle, some of them are an oval. I have to say, in the images that I saw of this before I actually saw it in person, I didn't think it looked very good, but being here now, I actually do think it looks pretty good. And what's even cooler is in front of that, you can see there's people here taking photos with the 50th anniversary Mickey and Minnie topiaries, where they have a 50th birthday cake in the middle, which is a really, really cool touch in my opinion. With the 50th logo candles, that's so awesome. Heading into the park here, guys, I don't remember these. Do you see these on the lamppost? I feel like last time I was here, it was the pumpkin Mickeys. Now there are these like Cinderella, they're like gold, there's gold leaf around them. Do you see this? I think this is for the 50th anniversary, but it's still like the pumpkin carriage, right? So it's still kind of fall themed too. What's up with that? Here in Town Square right now, with the way the sun is here in the morning, you can really see what I was talking about with these new 50th banners you have on all the light posts shining in the sun. I think that's cool that they did that, and it's not just a printed on effect. You might also notice on these lamp posts, there is new gold paint on them all the way down Main Street. You have the gas lanterns. They now have this new gold look, special for the 50th anniversary, along with the 50th banners, along with the Cinderella pumpkin carriages you got going on here. And also something very interesting, here you can see that they've specially painted the citizen clock here on Main Street for the 50th anniversary. They've given it that iridescent paint. I have to say, even without the 50th anniversary decorations, this time of year on Main Street is always so awesome with the fall decor. This 50th stuff on top of it, it's just so great to see Disney put in that extra attention to detail. Right here inside the middle of the Emporium is where you have the 50th anniversary merchandise area. Of course, technically the 50th hasn't started, but all the merchandise is out. It's all out. You can see it here. I have to say, I do like that Mickey soap dispenser. That's pretty cool. But looking at the prices and just looking at what's being offered, none of it really catches my eye. I haven't purchased any of this, but here's a look at some of the stuff you have around the area. One thing that I did think was very cool wasn't a pin or a shirt or anything like that. It was actually one of the limited edition magic bands. It's a 50th anniversary magic band that has on it the original 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea Nautilus, and at the bottom here you can see you have Dreamfinder's ship, the Dreamcatcher, which I thought was a really cool homage to some former attractions, and we really haven't seen a whole lot of that so far insofar as the merchandise is concerned. Now, of course, there's still more merchandise on the way. This main 50th line, I mean, all this stuff is out, but there's going to be some retro stuff, some throwback stuff, so I'm more excited for that, I think, right now. But that's a look at the merchandise you have inside the Emporium as Disney gets geared up for the 50th anniversary. So we have made it to the hub here, and behind me you can see the first Fab 50 statues I have seen ever. I've not seen these in real life until just now. These are the first two I've seen, where here you have Mickey and Minnie. They look very good. They are made of actual metal, and it just looks awesome. It looks like they did a really, really good job here with these bronze statues outside the front of the Rose Gold Castle. Going around the hub area here, you'll find Mickey and Minnie, you'll find Goofy and Pluto, and then over here we have Donald and Daisy, and then lastly in the southwest quadrant of the hub, here we have Chip and Dale. So that's a look at the Fab 50 statues you have right here in the middle of the hub. The reason they're called the Fab 50 statues, you can probably guess, is because there are 50 of these around the resort, around all four parks. Before we head over to take a look at Tron, something else 50th here in the hub, behind me you might be noticing there is this banner that is on one of the castle turrets here, and it displays 4 pieces of Mary Blair's artwork related to Cinderella, related to the castle itself. And there's been a lot of criticism online about these, you know, people saying it doesn't fit, it doesn't look right. Now, I would say the normal banners you have here around this area are great, but Disney wants to do something special for the 50th anniversary, and I actually think this is pretty cool, paying homage to Mary Blair, whose art style definitely influenced a lot of things here at the Walt Disney World Resort, directly related to the beginning of it, to its inception. Of course, the mural you have in the contemporary, of course you have It's a Small World. And as we walk towards the Rose Gold Castle, I told you guys it was the Rose Gold Castle. Look at all these banners. Are you telling me these aren't rose gold? They definitely are. And they're a little bit Cinderella inspired, if you notice. You have the birds, you have the ribbon. There's also some folks over here working on the castle stage. Pretty cool. So that's a look at the 50th action over here at the hub. By the way, I'm still finding more of these statues. Here's Dumbo. That is so awesome. Something else I noticed walking around the hub area here is that down by the moat, I saw people down there and I was like, wait, people aren't supposed to be down there, and it's actually Disney's film crew. They're gonna be filming something down there. It looks like right by the castle. Here we are, you can hear the music. We're heading into Tomorrowland, the one land in the Magic Kingdom that seems to continually be in a state of updates and refurbishments. It's happening very slowly and there's no sign of it stopping. I think it's gonna continue for years. First up here in Tomorrowland, I love the new Tomorrowland pathway. I think it looks really clean, really nice. Here at Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, the show has reopened. I did it recently, it was awesome. And on the other side here, we used to have Stitch's Great Escape. Now over here at Stitch's Great Escape, we were supposed to get a new Wreck-It Ralph themed attraction in time for the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, or during the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. And of course, at the start of 2020, with what happened, that was one of the many projects that we were supposed to get for the 50th that was shelved, that was canceled. I suspect when money starts flowing back into the park segment, if that ever happens, we will see a lot of those projects that Disney was already considering, see a lot of those projects, a lot of those ideas brought back to life. Maybe there'll be some changes to them, but hopefully we'll see something happen with some of these things that need a lot of love. Well guys, usually when I update you guys on the Tron construction, I start with an overhead look from the People Mover, but the People Mover is down. They say that they are having technical difficulties. I will say, ever since the People Mover reopened after that super long refurbishment that was supposed to work out all the issues with the cars bumping into each other and all those technical issues, ever since the People Mover's been back, it's been going down a lot. It's going down, it seems, just as much as before. So guys, here we have arrived at the site of the Tron coaster construction. You can see behind me, Disney's put up these plants so we can no longer see the area where you have all that abandoned track. I think Disney's working on the optics a little bit over here. It's harder to see the construction site now. I have to say, in the month since I last saw the Tron construction site, it really doesn't seem like much has changed visually. Now, we have this mysterious building that was rising that I believe is like the post show in the lockers. That's what people are saying. And it still looks like it has a lot of work to go. Right now, it is just the steel beams. Then above, you still have active work going on. Like, there is work going on at the site. You can see the crews up there that are working on that netting that they've been putting up on the canopy for months at this point. Now, my theory with the netting has always been it's some sort of like work safety thing when they go to bring the panels up so they don't accidentally fall through. Obviously, this netting will not be staying up there. You can tell just by the way it's affixed to the canopy structure that is not long for this world. It is just temporary. But as far as any concrete construction, and I mean literal concrete, it really doesn't seem like we have too much going on here. It looks like we still have a lot of exposed rebar. We also have this skeleton of a building here that looks like it still has a lot of work to go. It's very good to see work coming together on Tron, but I feel like we've been doing this for so long. These videos talking about the Tron construction, it's just little by little happening. You know, we're talking about a multi-billion-dollar corporation here. A corporation that's worth tens of billions of dollars, and it really just seems like that is not mapping. It's not proportionate. The number of workers you see out here, the rate at which things are going, and I think it really just shows us that this is not a priority for Disney. Tron is not a priority for Disney. It's gone very slowly over the past year, and it has picked up a little bit, and no doubt we will be getting this during the 50th anniversary celebration sometime next year, I do believe. I just really wish Disney would put the pedal to the metal a little bit here, because it really seems like at the rate things are currently going, I'm not so sure this will be ready for spring of next year. We might be talking summer or maybe fall even. It's really difficult to say right now. So if you're one of those people that's holding out for Tron, waiting to do your big trip once the Tron coaster is open, I know there's a lot of people that are waiting for it. I'd say you still have a little bit of a wait here looking at the construction progress here. Let me know what you guys think about what's going on with Tron. I just really wish Disney would start putting more money back into the park segment, because a lot of people think, oh, you know, it's been a rough year for Disney. It really hasn't. And Disney's funneling tons of money into things that don't make them money, like Disney Plus, like ESPN, and that's how Disney's always done their investments. When one of their segments isn't operating that great or it isn't profitable yet, like is the case with Disney Plus, they're gonna put a lot of money into it. And then things that are generating revenue for the company hand over fist, like the park segment, we really don't see a lot of investment. It's very odd how Disney does that. I feel like the fact that the parks are doing so well, the fact that we're here, we're enjoying it, would indicate to Disney, wow, we should add more stuff, we should get more people in here. But I guess in actuality, it really is the opposite, where Disney sees a lot lot of people coming here, a lot of people enjoying it. They say, oh, it must be good. You know, we don't have to add a ton of stuff all at once. And then looking at the 50th anniversary stuff, you know, I am very excited for the 50th anniversary, and I don't want to be too negative going into the 50th anniversary here because we have already talked at length about the shortcomings of it, right? If you look at everything we talked about here today, while it is exciting, you know, you have 50th banners, you have 50th branding everywhere. As far as actual substance, you know, new things to check out, like we were originally going to get with updates to the carousel progress and things like that, it is just not something that is happening. That said, there is a ride here in the Magic Kingdom that is about to close for an update, for a refurbishment, where we're going to be getting a new section on it, and that is Mickey's Fill Our Magic. They're going to be updating the projection system. It closes October 11th, and also we're going to be getting a new segment, a new Coco segment during the show. Originally for the 50th anniversary, they were supposed to redo the entire show. I do believe that was the original plan, but that is one of the 50th updates we ended up actually getting here, where we are getting a new segment with Fill Our Magic. So that's a look at what's going on in the Magic Kingdom today. I did a quick loop around to see if there was anything else pertinent we needed to discuss. I saw some more Fab 50 statues. I saw the Mad Hatter, so that was really cool. The other thing of note, over by Splash Mountain, if you recall, they had some scaffolding that was going up and people were worried, is Splash Mountain about to close? Are they about to get started with the refurbishment? That scaffolding is now down. I believe what they were doing there was some structural work that was pretty critical that they had to do with the Splash Mountain attraction, and that's why that scaffolding was up. So it's all good now. Disney's finished with that little mini refurbishment they were doing on the side of Splash Mountain there. Now it's really a question of when are they actually going to close the ride and get started on the Princess and the Frog retheme. I still think we have a little bit of time, but if you want to check out Splash before it closes, be sure to get over here as quickly as you can. And one more thing, guys, before we end off this video, we have to touch on Lightning Lane. These Lightning Lane signs are going up all over property at all sorts of attractions. They're not all in yet. There's still a lot of rides that still have the Fast Pass Plus signage. So clearly it is not time for the Lightning Lane to start just yet. I really thought that they were going to have the Lightning Lane going before the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, because you think you'd want to have all that worked out before all the huge crowds start coming in, but it looks like it's probably going to be after October 1st at this point, unless they can get everything else together in the next week. Now what's interesting is they've already been doing a lot of the cast member training and things, so on the cast member end, they're pretty much good to go, right? So I feel like Disney could say, hey, we're starting this, and the cast members will be pretty prepared to start doing the service with Genie Plus, with the pay-per-ride feature, and all that stuff we've been talking about. It's pretty crazy what Disney's up to here. But beyond the outrageousness of the system itself, really the question is right now is when is it going to start? And I do not have the answer for you guys just yet, because they're doing the training, they're getting those signs up, but still, we're only a week away from the 50th anniversary here. It still seems like they have some work to go. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. That's the latest from the Magic Kingdom here today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, taking a look at the last minute preparations Disney's making for the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, which is October 1st, 2021, just a week away. That's insane. I am very, very excited. Everyone's gonna be there, and if you can't be there, I'll be vlogging it, so you'll be there in spirit. It's gonna be a lot of fun. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe with those notifications on so you don't miss any of the awesome content we have on the way. If you'd like to support these videos, you can also check out our Patreon page, where we have some rewards there, and you can also check out our Teespring store. Link in the description below. Right now, I'm wearing our Infinity monorail design, which I always get a lot of compliments about. For some reason, that's the one that people seem to like here in the parks. Outside of the castle here, guys, I'm so excited for the 50th anniversary. It's just a week away. Just absolutely crazy. From outside Cinderella Castle here, this is Brayden. Thank you so much for watching. Have a magical day.